Life's like an infant. It must be told.
The dressings, bandages.
What's that about? Go, go. Never a good omen. Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm, a message, trying to tell me something. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around. Pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Woman's name scratched into this wooden spoon. Romantic. Right arm bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall sate you. Never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. bears a description. White's a true collector. Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table. Smashed mirror, as if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Table's set. White, who lives here, is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it. White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. We just need some brew. Afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
Not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall see. spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness. Think of it. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
There we go.
Easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe. So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. I'm deeply pleased, finally, to make your acquaintance, sir, though I do regret the specific circumstances. In all the commotion, I fear I neglected to introduce myself. I'm Barnabas Basil Folty, and by order of the Duchess, I am to serve as your major domo at Corfo Bianco.
Nice to meet you, Barnabas Basil. Love to talk more, but got urgent matters to attend to. While I'm gone, please make sure she gets everything she needs.
Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll...
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in a...
Horrid. Whatever brought...
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, since she adored feasts. He swore no one would, and as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would save...
A harsh punishment.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a white, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a white, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But most importantly, it is now
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history.
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing...
He was actually a headsman.
No, not him, but his... He never hesitated. Not Monsieur BAWDLC, sadly.
Shame that.
Not at all. He made even...
Thanks. Hey-ya! Come on.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Think your friends
You've clearly honed your sense of humor.
What did you do with the rest?
I cremated it as our codex.
Pretty helpful creatures. Calling them often?
I try not to overdo it, but they can be so useful. As they...
Managed fine alone, but thanks for the thought. Gonna need much longer to finish brewing resonance? Mentioned a last ingredient, too. What about that?
That, I fear, might prove troublesome. You see, to use the concoction to...
Shouldn't be a problem.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid.
Not sure I understand what the problem...
The blood must be in an agitated state. As I'm certain you know, a higher vamp... To make a long story short, I shall need to induce in myself a state of strong psycho...
Dangerous? Why? I mean, you'll still be...
True, but I should be highly agitated. If you've ever seen an enraged...
How will we handle that?
That makes two of us. Don't worry.
All right, so what do you want to do?
We shall visit Teshem Mudna, an ancient vampire estate. There we will find cages. Beasts you will then kill. The bloodletting should prove profuse.
Teshem Mudna. What's it like?
It is a place of torment. This brought trouble on the entire species. Common folk wearied quickly of living in constant fear. They began...
So what? Not like they...
But they were bothersome. Forgive the comparison, but... A torture chamber was thus outfitted in the dungeons of Teshem. Kagmar was captured and locked...
See no reason to dawdle. Teshem Mudna. Take me there.
In a moment. Just one last thing.
What was that?
Blood. Oh, the last favor the Raven did me.
You crazy? You're a...
Your outrage warms my heart, Geralt. But you must remain calm. As things stand, the die is cast.
And you're starting to scare...
We have arrived. The sacrificial chamber of torture and torment lies underground.
Sure you know...
I can only hope I do.
You lead. Scurvers must be getting close.
Correct.
An ancient vampire dungeon. Seen a lot of things in my...
I feel honored. A man with such a wealth of experience, yet I'm about to show him something new.
How the hell?
It's an ancient form of protection against unwanted guests. The mechanism which releases the latch reacts only to a higher vampire's blood.
Tricky mechanisms, vampire hideout, fortified, secured. Must have been important to your species once, Toussaint.
It shall always be so. During the conjunction, the gate from our world into this one opened upon this land and no other. This was the first place we saw.
This place. There's evil here. Death hangs in the air.
Yes. A great many beings have breathed their last here.
Cliffs are carved into the rock. Coated with blood used to be. They mean something?
They're emblems, symbols of, well, what you would call tribes. Dispersed throughout... the conjunction. My ancestors placed them here to remind us all where we came from.
Cells? Who for?
Ah, disgraceful. Excruciatingly so, this particular page from our history. I'd rather not summon the demons of the past if it's all right with you.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadloves. We both remained in this part of the world.
And this one? Which tribe's this?
Garisham. My tribe, and Deadloves. We both remained in this part of the world.
Charming place. But what are all those cages for? Mentioned one vampire being kept here.
Yes, well, you see, humanitarians is something my ancestors were not. They concluded Kagmar would best be punished if he were tormented with the scent of blood he could not taste. Thus, they also kept humans here. Humans whose blood they slowly let. Kagmar ranted and raged in pain as those humans slowly bled to death.
They treated them like livestock. Live bait.
I'd like to be able to turn back time. Deny it, but alas.
Don't take it so hard.
Well, that was awkward. Place the bait at the tunnel entrances. Monsters will catch its scent more quickly.
When I think how these tunnels got here, sends shivers.
It was the natural order of things. The place reeked of death and it attracted necrophages.
Three done. One left. Think this'll work?
I certainly hope so. Its stench is so thick, I wager it carries clear to Novigrad.
Bait set. What now?
I shall enter the cage. You must chain me inside. The bars are made of an alloy that will prevent me.
Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, you won't be able to.
We just smell the blood. Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, Geralt.
You just smell the blood. Bait set. What now? Maybe we need a safe word. You know, something you'll say when you can't take it anymore.
And what would you do once I uttered it?
Don't know. Calm you down. Somehow.
Please, Geralt. You won't be able to. We must forge through this, that is all.
We just smell the blood.
because I can hear more coming. Damn it. Hold on, I'll let you out. Need to hang on a little longer. Blood'll dry in a few hours. Scent won't bother me. Get you out of here.
The concoction.
You can't finish it in this state. Tell me how. I'll help you. Any better?
Far from ideal. And some time must pass before I fully recover. But yes, a bit better, thank you.
Never expected it to be like that. You didn't tell me.
We need not discuss it.
But we do.
What would you have done?
Found Deadloff's...
I did not wish you to...
No, 'cause
I told you.
Resonance. It's ready.
Are you certain you followed the formula? This is important, Geralt.
Relax. Got...
It was then I ordered him to give up his seat and step off the stand. If only you'd seen his face. We got him good. And then Mother insisted we buy the mill. Curious, eh? But at least I've a yarn to spin for friends and associates.
Awake at last. You ride like a squirrel caught in a snare. I'd begun to fear they were death throes, that you'd departed.
Sure wasn't pleasant, but it worked.
What did you see?
Delacroix. His death did not come easy. Seems Deadloff had made friends with him. Still killed him, and chopped up his corpse. And he was overcome with fury, remorse. Cut off the hand that had committed the murder.
Interesting. And entirely unlike the Detlef I know. See anything else?
Saw a moment. Delacroix did something selfless. Was kind to Detlef. Guess it could have been the start of their friendship.
Why the uncertainty?
Nothing extraordinary about it. Normal, everyday situation, really.
Clearly, the situation provoked such emotions in Dettlaff.
Killing someone who's grown dear to us, it's bound to elicit strong emotion. Did you see anything else?
There was something. Showed up twice in the vision. A bootblack.
Peculiar.
Stand was somewhere in the port district. And the bootblack acted as if he knew Dettlaff.
That would be even odder. Perhaps we should have a chat with the lad.
It's our only lead.
I shall join you later if it's no trouble.
That's fair.
Here we go. There we go.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
Would you squeeze my cluster?
That was weird.
Caught you, you little fart!
Whatever's the problem, kind sirs?
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun...
You can't blame me for BAWDLC.
Fickle weather! I've seen you! You empty your chamber pot in front of our...
A far-fetched
I'll conspire to welt your bum with...
Leave him alone.
Just...
All you need to know is long.
Is that so?
Try it.
Is that...
Yep.
Oh no! We'll pummel this...
Can I get a piece of you, Grey Groin?
We'll break your legs!
Circle him! Teach you to have strong floors and cheeks!
It's not allowed, that kind of eating feast!
What's the meaning?
I'm investigating the...
Ah, yes.
Nothing real.
Uh-huh. You'll come with us. Come on.
You're very good with your fists.
Listen,
Wait,
but my boots are...
in this city? So then,
One of your patrons...
an arrival.
How much?
Let's
What? Go.
I should...
All right.
Ah, see? 1,000, that... I know the fellow you seek, so I don't know...
Know where I might find...
No,
Don't have the time for that.
when I clean boots...
It seems you're having...
Oh, you're here.
I am, thank you. Young man, with it? In point of fact,
I leave his...
Worth checking.
What's your let...
thank you. Perhaps...
Handled that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
I lent you coin.
Slithering snake by the leg.
A few drops of wine.
Red door. One the bootblack mentioned.
budge.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound.
Let's hear your right.
Give me a moment.
Nice.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He here? Let's look around. Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently. So this is his nest. Need to look around. Detloff van der Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. Now you know this. We shall chain her.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlaff killed.
Any idea what it could be? Detloff have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlaff gains foes.
One might have managed to...
Possible in theory. Whoever it is.
Who's run away?
His one-time lover. The soul. Because she accepted him. With her...
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure of that.
Take it you have your doubts.
I know humans better than he does. Their capacity to be disloyal, dishonest.
I'll save you the trouble of asking. No, I don't know why she left.
Detloff have trouble letting go?
Is that so hard to believe? Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time.
Hard to argue with that.
He's prepared to kill. That...
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills, for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, the...
Yeah, I get it now.
Exactly.
Right, so some... Tools were used recently. Detloff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently. Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detlaff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detlaff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
but enough to ascertain Dettlaff's innocence, clearly.
Actually, it is.
So it would seem. But this illuminates a path.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot.
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No. He'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail.
Fine.
So be it.
Here is the hero we can afford.
Drinking's an art, not just any slop can do it.
Why so pale, Witcher? Does our climate not serve you?
Oh?
Spare a copper or two.
But a few drops of wine, and lo and behold, I see better.
George Sarakin.
Oh, can't believe it. That's simply can't.
Your Grace.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks.
Case is more serious than... Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem?
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta...
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher...
Excuses. Ha!
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps.
40, 50, 100? Doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my...
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can...
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catacans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason.
Try to talk.
I cannot...
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmail? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might...
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich. capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton...
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were too
No one else should die. That's most important.
I...
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher? Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Retour. That's rather obvious. Aged in... It's simple.
That... Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen.
Saint Real.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to part...
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper.
In matters... We must ride to Castle Rev...
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me?
I hope you do not suppose...
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible... We will travel incognito. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol.
Yes, Your Grace.
Yeah, ready to go.
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealed.
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
You've the look of a knight. Over there, monsters have come.
Hunters have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace. We shall see to this. Help! Save us!
I will show you your face, scum. My name is not Camille de la Tour.
Back, you beast! Begone! Help! Save us!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you. Happened by.
You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in all Tucson. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire? Geralt! Why do you flee?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect...
Doubtless you've heard of the beast. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the past.
I trust.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your grace? We...
That won't be necessary.
Naturally. My...
Came to see.
In this land...
This is Geralt of Rivia.
Which is...
Which is to say, I expect...
Of...
Did you hear that, Witcher?
Want to talk about...
I am...
The San Real. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone.
I see you've little know. The workers. Workers, again. The wine.
Who hauls the...
We've our own garrison. Guards who have...
We'll not get anywhere out. Master Fabricio. Ether, you lie. Silence! Remind me. I shall find it.
Oh.
Come.
We shall wait here, Master Fabricio.
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws, but I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
Let us see if all the barrels are present. Here's the inventory ledger.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed. Everything lines up at first.
Then we must follow our other lead. Ben...
Ervelous. I like it. Quite dry.
An excellent wine. You've good taste.
Est. Think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world. Castel Ravello is famous for.
Got Pomino over here. Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
San Real. 1270 vintage.
That's the wrong year. Keep looking.
San Real. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Want to open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full.
This one is full.
This one's full too. Full. This one's full too. Full. Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
Full they are. The question is, are they full of Sanrial? Grab a tap and a hammer. We shall open them one by one and taste.
Hammer for tapping barrels. Barrel taps. Got the taps.
Then get to work. Let's broach those barrels.
Ready.
Step aside.
So?
Those hints of spice. Distinctive. This is Sonreal.
Could have gone sour while aging.
Impossible. The fact that he did was no accident. I'm sure.
Master Fabricio.
Master Fabricio.
But you're great.
You are a...
I admit.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist.
Is what I
I wished to buy back my family's estate. I shall tell you.
Who'd you sell the wine to?
A few weeks past at the pheasantry, a rich noble. He suggested we embark.
This man's name.
He never revealed it.
I've no Sintrin.
Really thought no...
I was a fool.
Wine itself.
We met under the cover of... I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? At the last you ever...
They... That is to say...
That's enough.
Your Grace, I...
Get out of my... Captain, have your men take Master Fabricio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Centurion Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien...
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
See no reason to wait. Let's get going.
We will set out now. Position ourselves before you arrive. You take the cart and meet us there.
Fine. When the handoff begins.
Let's him gain momentum! We can
it just me, or did we agree you'd...
That... What?
Great shot. Good thing you reacted. Can't say it.
At your service. It was a good fight.
Let's ask him a few questions. Come on.
Witcher, a moment. I was wrong about you.
Well, had no reason to trust me, and I didn't do much to change that.
True. You are not the most endearing of men. At any rate, I see the effort you put forth. And I appreciate it. Let us go to her grace. She awaits nearby.
Not at all surprised. Expected she'd want to oversee this personally.
The master's eye fattens the calf. You're beginning to understand that, I see. This prisoner of yours, bring him to me. We must ask him some questions. Captain, do the honors.
Who sent you?
His name is Dog. They say he plowed...
Once again!
You're nuns...
Wait. I'm certain the Witcher will need...
What?
Sure can.
And
Captain. Live bait.
What?
Stop screaming. Barrels.
I don't know.
Captain.
I truly don't... The first bar...
Who hired?
He...
Ought to be worried.
Go on, man.
The Centurion. That is what they call him. That's what they said, that we were... I don't know it.
take him away. Throw him in the dungeon. He shall await trial there. Captain, we ride to town. Gather your men and seek out the Centurion. Someone else must have seen him, must know of him.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll report to the palace as soon as I learn anything.
I shan't return to the palace. Our mission has not yet ended. The Witcher and I will await you at the guard post near the port.
Let's go to town.
He's late.
Relax, he'll come.
There's something I'd like to know. How can you be so damned calm?
Side effect of my mutations. We Witchers rarely get the jitters.
What if something has happened to him?
Captain...
Perhaps he can. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail.
Still don't know this Centurion's behind the...
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
Need to find the Centurion, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Someone's coming.
Captain, why so...
This Centurion does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man. Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, The port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified. We found him. He admitted all. A man... There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of...
The same. We went to her home immediately. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian.
The Mandrake.
A club. And a
Never heard of it.
They exude, all arrive in the labyrinth.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind,
Out of the question.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best...
Precisely what
we, Your Grace.
Geralt and I.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place. A resident... Geralt, you must don appropriate attire.
I should double details, just in case. Audacious rat, the Cintrian. But we'll get him.
On his head. It's him! Get him! Keep calm! Start no
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in jail. Sacre bleu!
Excuse me?
There is no excuse.
All jet.
I'm...
Thanks. Think that's all I need for now.
Ever your servant, sir. Ah,
Well...
All jet...
I'm...
Thanks.
Ever your servant, sir.
I wonder what the old ladies...
The exhibition of the Reginald Doffrey Monument will remain closed until further notice. Closed?
Nice tune. Late.
Well, well. I did not expect you to have such a sense of style. Not all bad. Nothing like about it. Just one other.
A mask?
All who attend the
Any idea why they were...
Likely, because the truth is far simpler. This way, no one can tell which...
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain. How do we find...
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less like...
Right. But...
Madame, Monsieur, and tonight...
It cannot be...
I don't...
Let's hear it.
Seek the...
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Koviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we...
Go on, Geralt. Be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs. Cast them at the canvas.
Discover your artistic soul. Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you and Mother now.
Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array. Should you tire of these hues, drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
Sure to be in one of the alcoves.
I got it! It's the Sorito!
It's not a embarrassment, Fleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Blue blood is all I see.
That green, lush and verdant as a field of vines.
To vines and to wine!
Composition takes shape.
Yes, it's sure to be a masterpiece.
Quite the noble color. Splendid! The sky over Toussaint.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
A strong desire so requires great precision.
Voila! Fine. Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil. And defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmavant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation.
Look, lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
My heart's about to burst from a surfeit of beauty.
Fine. Let's give it a try.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
Do not disturb. Of course.
Need to...
Like...
We can...
Meet
Sentry...
Cinch.
Orchid.
As she... Like many here.
Know where he might be now.
He gave Cecilia a small gift.
Excuse me.
It must be someone famous I can.
Let's go. You're bored as you've made no effort to understand.